Okay, yes. In my Publix studs. Yeah. Reppin' Team Green. Hello, former revolutionaries. I arrived at work and it turns out I'm too tired and blessed to pay attention to schedule. I got here 30 minutes early accidentally, so read the Bible, texted the Queen, uh, prayed, drank more coffee, and now talking to you. So I've been meaning to do this video. Uh, Obviously, I work in the deli. I do freelance. Publix is by far the best company I've ever worked for. I can honestly say that. They 90 years and they give us $90 gift cards to Publix. It's like, what company does that? Plus all of the generals and captains, no matter how nice their clothes are, how high their rank is, or nice their hair is, they will throw on hairnets and aprons and get covered in bakery powder or buffalo sauce. So again, Publix, they're not paying me to say this, and probably they wouldn't even be thrilled to know that I was doing this. But yeah, Publix is by far the best and company I've ever worked for, but also the hardest I've ever worked in a job. So after 10 plus years of office life as a designer illustrator, now doing it as freelance, gotta say, this job is brutal. Plus, with Rona, Publix is a hub, just like Walmart is, for groceries, food, everything, toilet paper, cleaner, tinfoil, everything. So it's brutal. It's very brutal, and I don't want to complain about the blessing of even having a job when you saw how bad it was before, but something that I think a lot of people need encouragement about is if your job really sucks, if it feels like you do everything, if it feels like it all falls on you, there's probably a reason. Like, God has you there for a reason. And if it's all falling on you and it seems much harder for you than everyone else, chances are God has you there for a reason. Now, different jobs are, have different levels of importance. Different jobs have different levels of responsibility. My job, sure, I make subs. I give people chicken tenders. I slice it. I said a quarter pound. Yeah. I do all this, and if I wanted to be like, oh, all I do is slice meat, or all I do is fumble through bakery. No, actually, what I do is provide food and items for, birthdays and get-togethers where human beings are fueled with either, nutrition or sugar to continue to function in society. You work an office job, I guarantee whatever you're doing is employing people, whether they work or not, which holds up the economy. You're fixing cars. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. But if your job sucks and it seems really, really tough and that it's harder for you, God has you there for a reason. So the harder it is, the more that it sucks, the more it feels it's all falling on you, means God's called you to that much more of a place of responsibility, which shouldn't really depress you because He can count on you. I don't know how parents do it, God bless you, but the whole point of this is that I think it's very easy to focus on yourself and how hard a job can be, especially if you're the one carrying all the weight. And rather than delude yourself into thinking that's not what's happening, what you should do is be like, wow, it really does all fall on me. And yes, this does suck. And none of this is particularly pleasant. I'm not saying lie to yourself, But what I'm saying is that in of itself should be a recognition that God can count on you to carry that much weight, which means, the radial effect of that. Fixing cars, I don't think I need to explain how much that helps people. Being a nurse, answering phones, obviously I do, the deli and bakery when I'm not freelancing, but I don't need to explain. Anyone who's been in a Publix since Rona can see both of those departments, how it's not a picnic. And the harder it is, the more it sucks. The more it seems like you have to do everything, is that much more that God can count on you to not just carry the weight, but hold it together for not just you and everyone else. So, long story short, if you have a job that sucks and everyone else knows it sucks and it's really, really hard, it's because God can count on you. Remember, you are the revolution. I'll probably see you up there.